If you made it to episode 5, I need you to hear me. You are not someone learning to live with a difference anymore. You're someone learning to lead with it. Today, I'm going to give you the exact tools to keep what you have built, even on the days you don't feel brave. And near the end, we are going to do one last exercise. You're going to say a declaration out loud, and it's going to feel like a graduation, like a commissioning. But quick check-in. If you watched all of the 5 episodes, type "I'm still here" in the comments. I want to see the graduating class. All right, so here's what you've done. You've tracked the trigger, you found the gap, you rewrote the story, you took visible steps, but let's run it back fast and clean, all right? So R1 is recognition. You started seeing the patterns and naming your triggers. And R2 is response. You found the gap and you chose your response. R3 is reframe. You change the story and you own your distinction. In R4, which is rise, you took visible action and you built a system. And R5 is radiate. You sustain, you serve, and you shine. And here is the shift in the episode. Radiate is what happens when fearlessness stops being only about you and starts being about what your visibility does for other people. The final level of fearlessness is legacy. You become the person needed when you were hiding. Your visibility gives someone else permission to be seen. Let me ask you something, and I want you to actually sit with it. Who would have been helped if you had seen someone like you 5 years ago? Here's what nobody really tells you about rising. After you rise, life pushes back. People react to your new visibility. Old fears resurface. You have bad days. Someone stare, and it just hits different this time. And that pull to shrink back is real. And it comes around more than once. If you ever felt that, especially after a win, type "pull to shrink" in the comments so that you know you're not alone. And I will say it plainly. Even after I started showing up, there were days I wanted to disappear again. I would have a great week, then one comment, one look, one mirror moment, and my brain would go, maybe it was easier when I was hiding. So hear this. Radiate is not pretending you never have those days. Radiate is having a plan for those days. Motivation fades, system sustain. So I want to give you 3 anchors you can come back to when the pull to shrink shows up. Your reframe system from episode 3 is not a one-time declaration. It is a daily maintenance. Put it somewhere you will actually use it. Bathroom mirror, lock screen, journal cover, dashboard. Read it once in the morning and once at night. Do it with me. Pause the video right now and read your reframe statement out loud. If you never wrote one, write one sentence version and come right back. I'll be waiting. And this is the key line. When the pull to shrink shows up, you do not debate it. You return to your reframe. When you don't trust your feeling, trust your ritual. Here's the rhythm. Declare, today I will be visible in one small way. Decide, I chose the next right step, not the perfect step. Do one action in the next 24 hours. Here's the menu. If your brain is blank, post one photo. Go out without your extra cover up. Maybe eye contact and don't flinch. Tell one trusted person, I'm practicing being seen. Now I want you to put your do step in the comments. Make it small enough that you will actually keep the promise. You cannot radiate alone. Isolation makes the pull to shrink feel logical. Community makes your growth feels normal. You need people who see you, believe you, and hold you to what you said you wanted. This is what Fearless Warriors exists for. Quick question. Do you have 3 names, 3 people who know what you are building and will cheer you on? If not, you're not feeling. You are just missing an anchor. And let me set the tone right here. This is a contribution space, not a comparison space. Everyone's rung is valid. Here's what I need you to understand about your visibility. Every time you show up uncovered, unashamed, and real, you send a signal to someone who's still hiding. They see you and think, if they can do it, maybe I can too. So let me free you from the perfection. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be present. Think of your visibility like a porch light. It doesn't drag anyone through the door. It just tells them it's safe here. Where are you already a safe signal for someone, even if you don't realize it yet? Let me show you something that will change how you think about showing up. You show up visible, someone sees you, they feel permission, they show up visible, you see them again, you feel reinforced. You show up again. This is the opposite of the shame cycle. It's the courage cycle. And once it starts, it doesn't stop at you, it radiates. If you have ever had someone else's courage strengthen you, I'd like you to comment, I was strengthened. Let me tell you about a message that changed everything for me. I had been showing up, posting, going uncovered. Some days I felt brave. Some days I felt terrifying. Most days I felt like both at the same time. Then one day I opened my inbox and someone wrote something like, I saw your content and it gave me courage to show up different for the first time. And that's the moment fearlessness stopped being a self-improvement project. It became service. I realized I could either hide, stay comfortable, or I could be seen and help someone breathe again. That is legacy. You become the person you needed when you were hiding. There's a line in Matthew 5:16 that says, let your light shine before others. Radiate is the fulfillment of this whole framework. You're not just managing your difference anymore. You're ministering through your scar, your skin, your hair, your body. It is not just yours. It is a testimony. And if faith language is not your lane, stay with me. Whether you call it faith, purpose, or assignment, the point is the same. Your testimony is not only for you. Before we do the last exercise, I want to take a breath with you. Hand on your chest, breathe in. I'm ready. Breathe out. I choose to radiate. Good. Now we finish what we started. This is the graduation. This is the commissioning. This is the moment you say out loud who you have become. Here's the formula. Keep it simple. I am, then you say your name. I have, you say your visible difference. I used to, you say your old behavior. Now you say your new behavior. And I show up so that who you are doing it for knows they can do it too. I'll go first. I'm Aaron. I have alopecia. I used to hide. Now I practice showing up. And I show up so that the person watching this video who thinks they are alone know they can be seen too. Now it's your turn. Say it out loud, even if your voice shakes, even if you cry, especially if you cry. And if you're willing, write your declaration in the comments. If it is too tender to post, write it in your journal, but don't let it stay trapped in your head. You're not behind, you are here. And here is where the light turns on. Let's say it one last time. Recognition, response, reframe, rise, radiate. You're never meant to hide. You were meant to heal in public so someone else can heal too. Here's a 7-day challenge. In the next 7 days, do one visible act your old self would have avoided. Small counts, consistency counts. If radiate is sustainability, then community is oxygen. I built Fearless Warriors for this exact moment, for the person who did the work and needs a place to keep going. Join us, not just to consume, but to contribute courage. Post your wins, post your hard days, post the pull to shrink moments, and let us anchor you. The link is below. I also put a QR code that you can scan. If you're joining, comment, I'm in, so we can welcome you in properly. Someone is going to be brave because you existed out loud. Recognition, response, reframe, rise, radiate. All right, man. I'll see you in the community. God bless.